biggest challenge of bringing Doom 3 from the PC to the Xbox was getting it all to fit on the Xbox. The biggest change that players will notice is that the individual levels are shorter. The length of play is about the same, but they're just more individual levels. The level loads are relatively fast, so it shouldn't really be much of an inconvenience for players. Visually, the big difference that you'll see is the Xbox has the standard resolution textures, whereas in a high-end PC you'll have like the high res, the ultra texture quality of some of the textures. But basically, when John developed the Doom 3 engine, he had the Xbox in mind. So you'll get the dynamic shadows and the lighting and the physics and all the core parts, the full impact of the technology on that system. We brightened the game up, and the big reasons for that was your television tends to darken things, and then lots of people have their television like in their living room or their den, and those areas are just brighter. So it was we felt it was important to kind of brighten up the game a bit. Yeah, basically when we were looking at fitting all the levels into the Xbox and splitting them up, it gave us an opportunity to evaluate the single-player game. And to be honest, there were a few areas in the single-player game where it was a little slow, where we just chopped those out. So we wanted to make it something new around every corner. We want to keep the excitement up, and then of course the pacing. You'll have those scary elements, and then you'll have those action-packed elements. But it is more of a refined single-player experience. So all the content that was delivered on the PC version, with the PDAs and the emails and things, all that media is also included on the Xbox. So players that want to take their time, they want to read the emails, listen to the audio logs, all that is available for them. One of the things that players will notice is that by default we have auto aim assist on. You can turn that off if you like, but that just allows you to hit the bad guys a little easier. And then the skill levels, we try to make them a little more spread out a bit, so your veteran skill will be much more difficult in the Xbox compared to the recruit mode than you'd find on the PC. The big changes that you'll see in the Xbox version over the PC is, of course, co-op. There aren't a lot of totally new things. Players will discover that that single-player campaign's maybe a little tighter. There's less kind of like slow areas. The deathmatch maps are built a little bit different, to take advantage of some of the texture pooling and things. So really, the single player experience is about the same, and the big difference, of course, is the multiplayer. The multiplayer supports all of the Xbox Live features that Microsoft requires, like the voiceover, friends, stats, all those things. It's definitely fun to play deathmatch with built-in voice support. Co-op for the Xbox is basically kind of like the director's cut of the single-player game. It's about half as long. It's around 20 maps or so. And what we did is we laid out the single-player story, and then we took the highlights, the areas that we thought would be the most enjoyable to do with co-op, and then we've kind of massaged those a bit and kind of worked it into kind of its own little campaign. Some of the things that you'll see that are different from the single-player campaign to the co-op campaign are things like in the single-player campaign, when you meet the scientist and he's in the dark maze where he's got the light and he kind of escorts you through and you shoot the demons. In the co-op campaign, he's gone. So one player has to be the flashlight guy and the other player has to be the weapon guy. So those types of things are what you'll find. For instance, in like the Impro plant, where you have the sentry bot that guides you through the combat. He's not there, so you need to work together with your buddy to get through those areas. Co-op for the Xbox is 2-player only, Xbox Live and System Link. Deathmatch is up to 4-player Xbox Live and System Link. And then also, if you buy the special edition version of Doom 3, we've included the original Doom 1 and Doom 2, and with that you can play split screen up to 4-player co-op and deathmatch. Yeah, the deathmatch in the Xbox version is basically the same as it is in the PC version. It's 4-player. We have free for all, team deathmatch, last man standing, and tournament mode. We've included hooks for downloadable content, and we have plans for some multiplayer levels that you can download that will be completely new. If you already own the PC version and you enjoyed the game, you should take a look at the Xbox version because the single player experience is a little tighter. Co-op with your friends is always fun. If you pick up the special edition, you get Doom 1 and Doom 2, which is it's like old school. It brings it back to 1994, it just it's one of the best looking games on the Xbox, I believe, and I think people really enjoy playing it.